Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to day 26 of my 90 days journey to create $5,000 in passive income. Today, I have lots of updates for you. First, I share the latest of my Airbnb adventure. Then, I have phenomenal news about my house purchase. And finally, I have a new perspective on investing. Let's dive in. Yesterday, I told you about about the guest who never showed up, and he was trying to reschedule the booking to tomorrow. I asked him to do it directly from his Airbnb app, but I never got any requests. So I asked him today if he still needs help or if he was able to get what he needed. I still haven't received a response, but I did get a new Airbnb booking for next month. It's for 2 nights. For the past couple of weeks, it's been a bit slow. I haven't received many bookings, but this is a great start, and I'm looking forward to things finally picking up. In order to help that along, I made some serious enhancements to my listing. I I identified all the photos that were in poor lighting and I replaced them with new ones that I took today. I also added some gorgeous photos from the nearby parks that my wife and I walk our dog in and posted them on the listing. If anyone enjoys the outdoors, I think they would be very attracted to a listing that I have now. In addition, I also updated the amenities in my listing. I just realized that previously I didn't check yes on the air conditioner and heating, and maybe that's why I haven't been getting many requests. It's been pretty cold in the last few weeks, and without heat or air conditioning, that's definitely a deal breaker for many. I also got my first review from the guest that just left. Not just left, but left a week ago. She made some great suggestions. For example, she said the bathroom didn't have a mirror behind the sink. I've since added a mirror, and she also noted that the bed is an air mattress. I did not mention it in my listing, but since getting her feedback, I've added it in the description. I don't want someone to come in thinking they're sleeping on a real bed only to find out it's an air mattress. She didn't say it in a negative way, but I could sense that she was slightly disappointed it's not an actual bed. And I think Airbnb also updated their listing review service. Previously, you could see the review as soon as it's posted, but now I can't see the review until at least 3 have been made, and then it will show the average. It's probably made to protect hosts from getting a bad review on from their very first guest, and then not being able to book additional guests because it takes so much to overcome one negative review that others may not book once they see it. I'm sure I'll get the 2 other reviews soon enough, but in the meantime, I did my best today to make the current listing as attractive as I can. I even responded to the review from my guest, thanking her for her stay and then mentioning the things that I have improved on. But now that it's out there, it's only a matter of time. We'll wait and see if the new photos and the description will get more guests. Now, on to my house purchase. Before I go into details, let me get this out of the way. We got a house! Yes! Yes! Okay. Okay, now that that's out of the way. About our house purchase, today is the first day where I finally know that we are buying this house. I kind of knew it too yesterday, but we hadn't received the signature from the seller, and I thought there's still a chance that he might change his mind. But now that we got his signature, things are pretty much set. There are just a few last things to complete before we finally are able to close. I talked to the closing attorney, and they're still waiting for 3 documents from the seller. One is the registration of their LLC. 2, it's their mortgage document, and 3, it's their statement about HOA in the neighborhood. Those are all pretty simple to get. I'm not sure why he hasn't sent them in yet. Maybe he's not in a hurry, since we still have time before closing. I talked to my agent about possibly moving the closing forward by a week. It will be good for everyone involved, since they'll get paid a week earlier. It will also good for us because we've ordered a lot of stuff online for our new house, like furniture, mattress, and we're running out of space to put them at our current house. If we can move in sooner, then we can already find a place to put those things. My agent is pretty optimistic about the seller being amenable to moving the closing up. Just need to find out when he can get those documents in. And today I was doing my due diligence on checking the permits on the property, and there's something that surprised me. The only permit on the property was from 2016, when a roofer replaced the roof. When I'm purchasing the house, they told me the roof was just installed in 2020. My first question is, if the roof was installed in 2016, why did it install again in 2020? And maybe the seller didn't know and just assumed it was 2020, or maybe the roof was installed in 2016 that had some issue and then it had to be redone in 2020. I have no idea, but I told my agent, and he's gonna find out tomorrow and let me know. Only if this comes back clean would I want to move forward with moving the closing date up. If not, then I'll definitely do more investigation. And then finally, I want to share what I learned, what I realized about investing. How I arrived at this is from both my experience of losing most of my net worth in crypto, as well as the book I'm reading, which is called Set for Life. My new perspective is this: there are 2 investors out there. One is someone that entrusts other people with their money and hope for the best. So that's an example of investing in a specific company in the stock market, or in the case of crypto, buying a cryptocurrency and leaving it on the exchange. I happened to do both of those things not long ago, and I got slaughtered. And the second way of investing is to fully invest in yourself. Of course, this involves investing in your personal development and in your own education. but it also means investing in your in things that you really believe in, that you have control over. Starting a business from scratch or buying a real estate investment. These are both items that fall into this category. You could say, but David, buying real estate as investment is not a guarantee. You could buy a house at the peak of the market, and then the prices would come down, and then many people lose their shirts. Yes, that's true. I'm not talking about people who buy real estate to flip and sell for a quick profit. I'm talking about the long-term buys where you buy a property that's already a good value based on your calculation, and you hold it for several years, either renting it out or generating other money through other means. In any down market, there are always going to be people that need a place to stay, and as long as the numbers make sense, you can collect enough money from the rent to offset the mortgage, and the risk is minimal. The biggest risk is to do your due diligence on the property before you buy it, to make sure that you don't have to spend a ton of money and unexpected money fixing it up afterwards. If you buy a house without properly checking it, and then after you purchase it, you find out it needs serious foundational work, or it needs a new roof replaced, or the whole house needs to be rewired, that's a very unexpected expense, and that should be avoided. Because of what happened to my previous investment in the stock market and crypto, I've decided that my future investment is going to be mostly on things that I can control. I would much rather, if I were to lose money, I would much rather be the person that lost it rather than giving it to someone else and have them lose my money through their mismanagement or incompetence. And so that is my new philosophy. I will invest in the things that I believe in and that I can control. Not necessarily every aspect, but the ones where I have a much better control. If you had $1 million, how would you invest it? I would love to hear your comments in the down below. And I will continue making videos like this until I reach the 90 days. If you would like to follow me on my journey, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And as always, if you found anything valuable in this video, I appreciate it if you hit like. Thank you for your support. Until next time, peace!